When people hear me say the military changed my life, they think I'm talking about discipline, structure, or pride. And yes, all of that is true. But that is not the part that really changed me. The real transformation did not come from wearing the uniform. It came from what the military taught me about systems, leverage, and value. It came from realizing that freedom does not come from working harder. It comes from understanding how to make every move count. The military changed my life, but not the way you think. Before I joined, I was like a lot of people watching this. I was broke, I was tired, I was hustling in the civilian world, doing multiple jobs, still barely covering bills. I was trying to make it the normal way. Go to school, get a degree, work hard, and hope something good happens. But deep down, I felt like the system was rigged. Rent was rising, debt was growing. I had no connection, no network, and no direction. And I was working non-stop and still losing ground. When I joined the US military, I thought I was just signing up for paycheck and stability. But what I actually got was a crash course in how the world really works. The first lesson it taught me was this: freedom is built on leverage. Civilians work for every dollar they earn. They get paid once, taxed once, and left with what is left. In the military, you learn that the system rewards people who know how to use the benefits already built in: housing, food, healthcare, all covered. You are earning a full paycheck, but your biggest expenses are already paid. That means every dollar you don't spend is a dollar you can keep. When I was in, I started realizing that the US military was not just a job, it was a blueprint. It showed me that everything has a system. There is a system for housing. There is a system for education. There is a system for disability, for retirement, for transition. The problem is, most people never learn how to use them. They focus only on the surface, the paycheck. But the real game is in understanding how each system connects to the next. That is what changed my life. When I got out, I didn't just walk away with money. I walked away with knowledge. I learned how to think differently. I learned how to document everything, how to fight for what I earned, how to plan for my future, and how to make decisions that paid me long term. The US military taught me discipline. Yes, but not the kind people think about. It was not just about waking up early or following orders. It was about long-term disciplines. The ability to stay consistent even when nobody is watching, to finish what I start, and to keep improving every time I fail. That discipline became the foundation of my success in civilian life. When I left, I was already getting $4,500 a month tax-free in VA compensation. When I say when I left, I mean after I left. I had education benefits waiting for me. I had healthcare covered. And most importantly, I had perspective. I understood that success is not about being lucky. It is about using what is in front of you. And that is what most people miss. They think joining the US military means giving up freedom. But the truth is, the US military gave me the tools to create freedom. It forced me to face myself. It stripped away the excuses. It showed me that nobody is coming to save you, but that the system gives you tools if you know how to use them. Most people never learn that. They get out and forget the lessons. They stop using the benefits. They go back to the same struggle they had before they joined. But if you pay attention, if you actually study how the system works, the military sets you up for life. Let me break it down like this. When you serve, you earn more than a paycheck. You earn leverage. You earn benefits that civilians have to work decades for. You earn the right to build your own foundation: education, housing, compensation, and connections. But that only matters if you use them. And that is where I see most veterans fail. They leave the US military thinking the game is over, when really it is just the beginning. The US military changed me because it opened my eyes. I used to think life was about grinding, about who could work the hardest. Now I understand it is about who knows how to use the system. That is why I teach people how to turn 3 years of service into a lifetime of benefits, because that is what I did. I used the US military as a launchpad, not a cage. When I was inside, I learned structure. When I got out, I learned strategy. And when I combined those two, discipline and strategy, that is when everything changed. I started making real money. I built my career in IT. I stacked benefits. I started investing. I started thinking long term. And that is when I realized the US military did not just give me a job. It gave me freedom disguised as structure. I have seen people complain about the US military. I get it. It is not easy. there is politics, there is nonsense. But let's be real. Every system has that, right? The difference is this one pays you while you figure it out. It pays you while you learn. It pays you while you build discipline. And when you are done, it still pays you for life. That is what changed my life. I stopped looking at it like a burden and started looking at it like leverage. Here is what I mean by that. When you are in, you are building habits that most civilians will never have. You learn how to manage your time. You learn how to show up no matter how you feel. You learn how to deal with pressure. You learn how to stay calm in chaos. Those skills don't fade, they transfer. That is why veterans make such strong entrepreneurs and leaders. The military trains you to think mission first. And when you bring that mindset to your own life, you start winning everywhere. But I did not realize that right away. When I first got out, I thought I was just lucky to get benefits. But over time, I realized that the real benefit was knowledge. The knowledge of how to navigate systems, how to advocate for myself, and how to think in terms of value, not hours. Civilians trade time for money. Veterans who understand the system trade knowledge for freedom. The US military did not just change my income, it changed my identity. It made me stop seeing myself as a victim of the system and start seeing myself as someone who knows how to work it. That shift is everything, because once you understand that, you stop complaining and start executing. You stop saying they don't pay enough and start asking, how do I make the system pay me more? You stop thinking small. You start thinking like an owner. That is what I want you to take from this video. The military changed my life, but not the way most people expect. It was not just the uniform, the rank, or the deployments. It was the education it gave me about life, leverage, and freedom. It taught me how to think strategically, how to plan ahead, and how to turn structure into opportunity. And that is exactly what I teach inside my school community, because most people are out here trying to figure it out alone. They don't know how to pick the right contract, how to choose the right MOS. They have so many questions about the military, the concern, how to plan for transition, how to file for benefit the right way, or how to stack opportunity while still serving. They wait until it is too late. They Google things that only tell them surface level information. But if you really want to understand how to use the US military to buy back your time, your freedom, and your peace of mind, that is what I break down inside the school community. When I say the military changed my life, this is what I mean. It gave me a blueprint for success. It taught me that every system in America is built on information. The people who win are not the strongest, they are the most informed. And the people who lose are usually the ones who did not know what they had until it was gone. That is why I make these videos, because I don't want you to wait 10 years to figure out like I did. So if you are still debating joining, or you are already in and planning on your exit, take this to the heart. The US military is not just a job, it is a stepping stone, but you have to work it strategically. You have to know what to file, when to file, what to study, what to invest in, and how to set yourself up for the next chapter. The military gave me structure, but more than that, it gave me clarity. It showed me that freedom is not about quitting, it is about preparing. It is about playing the game better than everyone else. And once I learned that, I never looked back. If this message hit home for you, subscribe, because on this channel, I show you how 3 years can buy you a lifetime bag. And if you want to learn how to use the military to build wealth, freedom, and peace, the link to my school community is in the description below. That is where I break it all down step by step. Drop a comment if you have any question at all, and I will answer them. Watch this video that you two think that will be helpful to you next. Thank you for watching till the end. Peace. I'm gone.